Hello, Gemini. How are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Gemini. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I am going to ask you to take what resonates, what is applying to your situation, and what does not, you simply let it go. Do not forget to consult your moon sign, your rising sign, which let us see a little more of what may be coming. For personal readings, Gemini, you always have the website right here in the video for you to check out. I invite you to take a look, visit the site, and spend some time exploring all the options so you can choose the specific reading that you prefer the most. It is all waiting for you there right now. And you also have a pinned comment on your sign where you click on the link and you also enter the page. Personal readings with me. Well, let's see what the angels tell us. Beginning of the new astrological year, which is today. A new season begins in Aries, and it brings for us, luckily, this: action, focus, motivation, acceleration. And that is why we want that. And you accompany that with the activation of all the energies that are prepared to surprise you with movements that are produced so that the blockages that you are waiting for are caused. In some circumstances, there is a King of Swords. It can be an unblocking regarding a legal issue, regarding a conversation. It can be a mental unblocking, meaning you could have been coming with a lot of mental noise regarding things. You know that you have to fix things. You know that you have to make a certain determination to change certain things in your life that you do not like. But until now, you did not have how, you did not know where to start, or because there was some blockage, because you lacked time, you lacked energy, money, work, advice, the partner, the companion, and all that. It activates with the Eight of Pentacles. Imagine that things are getting very interesting because it is a wave of fortune. I mean exactly that: fortune, strength, and fortitude. That is coming into your life so that you can let yourself be surprised by everything that might be arriving. This energy is truly setting the stage for your next big chapter. So, if you were waiting for recognition from a financial standpoint, emotional validation, an important phone call, a trip you needed to take that was left hanging, the arrival of someone, or news from a specific person, all of those things are now finally coming your way. I mean, it can also be things that come from the outside, right? From people who provoke the change. All that is what happens for you. King of Swords is someone who also speaks to me of what could be some type of issue that this person does, and that for you is very important, and that they do it excellently well. The place of work or profession, right? It could be that thanks to the impeccable job you're doing and managing, you receive an obviously powerful return when it comes to your work. And it may also be that you've connected with a person who can stand by you in all of this, someone who could become a real source of support for you. So this speaks of strong results in your professional life and of finding someone who may truly serve as solid backing along the way. Regarding work and professional matters, you might be finding support in a situation that is unfolding with the Eight of Wands. You are accurately executing a vision regarding this, and you know specifically what you are going to keep, what purpose it serves you, and why you should hold on to it. Everything is aligning perfectly as you move forward with a clear and focused professional strategy. We have a Two of Swords. What's going on? It feels like you're facing a moment of uncertainty, trying to figure out which way to go now that everything has suddenly shifted around you. Doubt can enter you regarding what do I stay with from all of this? I did not have anything, or I had things half finished, or things were being delayed, and suddenly overnight everything reverses, right? And now what path do I take? The path that your heart indicates, because the Two of Swords is facing that situation, right? Saying, well, I have to decide on this path that is conveniently aligned in congruence with what I think and what I feel. Now, there are no blockages, no economic obstacles, and no personal hurdles. There is also a sense of security in other areas of life, and even more so when it comes to your professional path. So the path that you are going to take is the path that takes you out of confusion and also makes it possible for you to face this situation with tools, with resources, because before you perhaps could not decide, there was like a blockage because there was no way to do it. What was I going to decide if I had nothing to base that decision on? No. But now the time has come to choose to face this situation and to move forward towards something that's going to bring you a lot of harmony and make it possible for things in your life to start flowing again at last with more ease and clarity. It tells me a lot about what is the mental order that you recover, right? Because you have been battling with several situations that unbalanced you a little. I feel that you want to put things in order, but you did not have much of an idea how you were going to do it. And everything is triggered for a brutal change. Well, this could also come from the decisions a person makes, you know? Well, I do not know whether you are thinking about taking a trip, whether you are planning to move, how impressive this is. 2 Kings of Swords. Well, I don't know if you're thinking about taking a trip, moving, or if you have to travel for work, because the 8 of Wands brings lots of news. One of them could be that something is moving forward, right? The Chariot is a card that, although the movement has not started yet, the Chariot is static because many think that the Chariot is moving. No, the Chariot is warming up engines so that you take into account which path you're going to make it go on. Because you were standing there in an indecision with the 2 of Swords. The Chariot has arrived. I have already decided this, which goes in consequence with my thinking and my feeling. This is the path that I am going to take. I empower myself. I decide congruently with reality. And I assume the confidence of taking into account advancing on this path that is going to make me change my reality, change my context, change my circumstances. In other words, I am leaving certain things behind and rising above the obstacles. Obviously, various challenges and hurdles can appear along the way, but now I finally have the necessary resources and all the right tools to overcome them, and I am certainly going to do it. I am moving forward with total resolve, ready to face whatever comes next in my life. And above all, I feel myself, Gemini, with a brutal self-confidence. I advance towards victory with determination. I take the reins of this. I take the reins of this matter. It is the moment to change something, right? It is embracing the change, surrendering to the change, kneeling to the change, to destiny, to whatever you understand, which is not giving up, right? That I surrender to this. So I think that the change, what change? What type of change? It is the change that leads you to good fortune, the change that leads you to growth, the change that makes your new course lead you to independence, because you are becoming independent from a very uncomfortable situation. You are breaking free from indecision and instability. We are beginning an era where you will realize that the choices you make are truly aligned with your best interests. Perhaps you were staying in a relationship, a connection, or a certain situation not because it served you, but because you felt you had no other choice. Now you are finally claiming the independence you deserve to pursue your own path forward. Today, life gives you the possibility to get out of that situation to grow. This perhaps you were not expecting, but it happens. It is provoked, above all, because you leave something behind to advance. Advance towards where? Towards new opportunities. You are leaving behind misunderstandings, conflicts, and complicated situations. Matters that had truly worn you down. Moving forward might feel uncomfortable. It might feel unsettling. But you are stepping into a new space, shedding the weight of the past to finally embrace the peace you deserve today. That's why I'm asking whether you're planning a trip, a move, or some kind of separation from the places that are familiar to you, because that also gives you the motivation to redefine yourself with confidence and go in search of that peace, that harmony, that season of calm waters. Do you see what I mean? It's a step that helps you reconnect with yourself, trust your own path again, and move toward a quieter, more balanced chapter in your life. You're also coming out of danger, out of a situation you feel is adverse or dangerous. One way or another, that 10 of Swords is an inconvenient situation that asks you to free yourself from it. If you're truly going through a very hard time and need support or guidance, even legal help, I'm telling you this because 2 Kings of Swords came up. Maybe that you have to resort to that type of support, and there is a very good management on the part of that person at a professional level. What I can also guarantee you is that a difficult situation is relieved where soon you will feel free, you will move away from doubt, and you will connect with that sensation of emotional health and harmony that is on the other side. Your integrity is not negotiable. Your health is not negotiable, and much less your happiness. So the 6 of Swords is helping you with this transition. You are going to communicate something different in a different way, or at least more clearly, and from your truth. It speaks to me of the intelligence and justice, the wisdom that you are going to use in the face of the situation. Meaning, here there is determination on your part to do it. No, they are not going to make you stay in a place that you can no longer bear to be. Maybe that someone is helping you to do that justice. Someone who is interested in you in a fair, clear way. And it is very convenient that you have this person now because this person supports you with true feelings. It may seem a little distant, like they do not get involved very much, but I can assure you that when this person steps in, things go very well. They cannot stand lies, they do not tolerate injustice, and they will not put up with shady or dishonest actions when it comes to what someone may be trying to do to you or what they may have already done to you. So prepare yourself to have unconditional support from this person who is also an air sign like you. It could be Gemini, it could be Aquarius, it could be Libra. It tells me that someone is also being too fair with you, and you have it well deserved. Justice is being sought everywhere. Divine justice, it could be the justice that leads you to the course of happiness and that makes you also embrace what could be money. You are reconnecting with your present moment, leaving a painful situation from the past behind. You are returning to a time of harmony and returning to a time of powerful, radiant health. Everything is aligning to lead you forward. You may be really vibing with someone in a good way because the Eight of Wands shows that you're open to expansive energy with a lot of positive energy lifting you up and adding to all of this. It starts out easy, nice and calm, and then this Eight of Wands kicks in and suddenly sets everything in motion. You may connect with someone in that love at first sight way, where sparks fly and you feel intensely drawn to that person, where you could end up having a pretty fiery encounter, and then it may turn into something very different because the King of Swords is here, the King of Swords is here, and the Two of Swords is here too. So what starts out with strong chemistry and passion could quickly shift into a colder, more guarded energy that leaves something important hanging in the balance. You are going to have to decide on something that perhaps this person is proposing to you in the future, or perhaps it has already happened. Here it tells you now, do not leave anything for later, do not leave this for tomorrow. To the extent that you can, do it now, because later there is no later. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, which perhaps may never arrive. Do it today, say it now. Life is now, time goes by when you least expect it. Opportunities do too. The opportunity of the Eight of Wands can be an impressive opportunity for what we are needing. So take advantage of the speed that activates everything for you. It activates from what is work, relationships, opportunities, many things that you are going to arrange at the same time, and approaching this person who, in short, is going to help you get out of this, right? Impressive reading, Gemini. I ask you to trust and to decree so that this happens.